What's going on, my Kings fans out there and all my folks? It's your guy, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, back with another episode of the Kings Morning After. Cup of Joe with Jay. Well, anyway, Cup of Joe. I got my Cup of Joe as always. It's actually a little cold at this point. I need to reheat it or actually pour another cup. I like my Cup of Joe with one tablespoon of creamer. And I use powdered creamer, not dairy. I'm almost black. But anyway, the Kings pulled off a dazzling 105-98 victory over the OKC Thunder. Sacramento Kings were at home, and they have elevated their record to 4-4. They are 500 on the season. And the OKC Thunder are 5-4, and they are actually ahead of the Kings a little bit in the standings. Right now, the standings are the Kings are in 7th place in the West at this point, and the Thunder are in 6th place after this victory. After last night's games, Nuggets are 1st place, 8-1. Mavericks are 2nd place. I think that surprised a lot of people that the Mavericks are 7-2. 3rd, Timberwolves 6-2. Warriors are 4th place, 6-3. Rockets are in 5th place, 5-3. Rockets are not the cellar dwellers anymore. They are in 5th place. Thunder 6th, Kings 7th, Lakers 8th, Pelicans 9th, and the Suns of all teams are in 10th place, 4-5. So if the playing game started right now, the Kings would be a playing team. They'd be playing the Suns. So I don't know how great that sounds, but yeah, at this point of the season, which it's still early, that's where the Kings land. And the Thunder, Jalen Williams played the most minutes, right with Chet Holmgren right behind, scoring 14 and 12 respectively. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was their leading scorer with 33 points. Their leading rebounder was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 7. And he also had the most assists with 6. And for the Kings, Keegan Murray played the most minutes with 40 minutes. He's getting a lot of time these days. And 2nd place was Domantas Sabonis with 38 minutes. He played a lot of minutes also. Highest point getter of the night was Kevin Huerter with a big 28 points. Keegan Murray had 24, and Domantas Sabonis had 17. Domantas had 13 rebounds, and Keegan Murray had 11 points. Keegan Murray with the big 24-point, 11 rebound night. Kevin Huerter, 28 points, 9 rebounds in this game. So they're getting back to their winning ways now. The Kings have gotten back to their winning ways. They've learned how to play with this current roster, this current team. They're gaining a lot of chemistry, which is great, going into the first third of the season. One thing I noticed in the beginning of the game, it seemed like Keegan was a little hesitant to shoot, and he even kind of spoke about that a little bit at the end of the game, how he talked about how he's been in a slump, so he knows he's in a slump. He's in his own head at this point. But at the beginning of the game, I noticed he didn't really shoot that much. He was kind of passing up shots a little bit, passing the ball around a lot. He started getting into his own towards the middle of the game. And then he had a beautiful drive on Giddey and dunked on Holmgren. I mean, kind of dunk right on top of him. It was nasty dunk. So good for Keegan Murray. You build him some confidence. He's looking more and more athletic. He's looking stronger and stronger. He gave a little shake move into the hole. So his dribble is getting better, and his playmaking is getting better, and his drive to the hole game is getting better. I feel like Keegan Murray that's a big part of his game that he needs to develop a little bit more, is his drives to the bucket. HUERTER and Sabonis looked really good in the two-man game. Back and forth, screen and cut game. Screen for HUERTER, Domantas cuts to the hole. Kevin either takes a shot, takes a floater, drive for the layup, or he passes off to Domantas. And Domantas was catching a lot of balls down low and dunking on people. I was loving it. I loved Domantas' game last night. He played with force, and he was available down low for passes from guys and for dunks and easy shots. So last night was perfect game for Domantas Sabonis. They need to keep using him like that until teams are able to stop him, or learn to figure out a way to stop that two-man game if they can. And like I said, by the end of the game, Keegan Murray was busting. He was started hitting threes. There was a point in the game where he hit three threes in a row. I mean, his shot was starting to look nice. There was a point when Kevin HUERTER was his shot was starting to hit, and he was looking really nice from three as well. So those two have been kind of the main focus on offense lately this season so far, and with Domantas Sabonis included. So that kind of big three right there has been big for the Kings lately in the current two-game win streak. And that's how it's probably going to have to be for the rest of the season, or well, at least they get Fox back. Kevin HUERTER, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, three-man game looks really nice. Now you add in Fox to that, and you basically got a four-man game. Can Keegan and HUERTER elevate their games to an all-star status? Possibly. We'll have to see. If that happens, then the Kings will have a big four essentially. So I think that's what they're trying to do with Keegan. They're pushing him. They want him to drive more. They're giving him more assignments on defense. They're giving him more things to do on offense. And he's playing large minutes in the games. He played the most minutes last game. And it's worthy. You know, he had 11 rebounds, and he was playing some good defense out there. Keegan Murray is developing well. You know, he's the fourth pick. This is probably the path that he needs to take is on the way to superstardom. Are the things that he's doing. Mike Brown and the Kings staff are doing a great job with him, and they have great foresight into what he should be doing. So they're coaching him up well. For me, after this game, the Kings morning after, bottom line. Today's bottom line is the Kings are learning to play without De'Aaron Fox, which is good thing. It's excellent. If they can learn how to play without De'Aaron Fox, who is their best player, and then De'Aaron Fox comes back, I feel like that just bodes well for the Kings. I mean, these guys are learning how to play without him. You know, when he's out of the game, taking a break, taking a breather, this is how they're going to need to play. You know, so good on the Kings. You know, keep playing. I'm not sure how much longer Fox will be out. He should be coming back pretty soon. I mean, he had a pretty bad ankle injury. He ended up playing on the ankle after, which a lot of people say is a good thing. You know, keep it stretched out. Some people say you shouldn't play on a hurt ankle. If once you hurt it, should stay off of it. But he came back. He was able to play on it for a little while, and then he limped off the court. But it looked pretty serious. So I'm not sure when he'll be back. Hopefully he'll be back next game, but we'll have to play it by ear and see. But as far as that goes, the Kings just need to keep doing what they're doing. I didn't expect KEON Ellis to be back into the starting lineup. I thought they would go back to Mitchell, especially after KEON Ellis only scored 4 points. But they stuck with KEON Ellis. And to be honest, KEON Ellis looked even a little bit better this game than he did starting in the last game. There's some about KEON Ellis to me that he just looks very dynamic. He's good on defense, which Davion Mitchell obviously is also, but he just seems more dynamic. He seems a little longer, taller than Davion Mitchell. So, you know, when he's out there getting these steals and he's getting these blocks, you really notice it. At one point, he even caught an alley-oop for a dunk. So his height, I think he's able to utilize it well. He's, you know, a little bit taller than Davion, so I think that helps him a lot out there on the court. As usual, Monk was out there doing his thing, catching passes, shooting threes, driving to the basket, and doing some nice passes and alley-oops, doing his normal playmaking off the bench, 6-man. So Malik Monk just needs to keep that up. Davion Mitchell, he looked decent. Davion, he did his thing. He came off the bench. He seems more comfortable coming off the bench. This game, he only scored 3 points. Last game, he scored 16, and Keon Ellis had 8 points. So Keon Ellis had 4 assists. So I think that the Kings are just kind of trying to do what they can at point guard until they can get De'Aaron Fox back. Hopefully he's coming back soon. I mean, but if, you know, he needs more time, take the time. Kings keep developing their chemistry without him, and they keep playing well without him. So they just need to keep going on the path that they're doing and keep using the plays and the strategies that they've been using in the past couple of games, because it's working. So this was the first game of the in-season tournament. The court looked pretty sweet. They had the blue and gold out there. The Kings did well. They're 1-0 in the tournament, this in-season tournament. It counts towards the regular season record, though, so it's just like a regular season game anyway. So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Everybody seemed like they were playing with maybe a little bit more intensity than they would on like a regular game. So maybe that knowing that they're in an in-season tournament has kicked up the energy a little bit, gave it more of a playoff atmosphere type feel, with the different jerseys, the court looking different, and the players are seeming like they're just into it a little bit more. So that's pretty cool. You know, anything to drive up the viewership during the season and make it more entertaining is cool with me. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have. Great victory for the Kings. You know, they need to keep going down the path they're going. Recently, with these guys starting the engine is starting to warm up. You know, as I say, you know, you warm up your engine. The Kings engine seems like it's starting to warm up without one of their key pieces, De'Aaron Fox. They're learning how to play together, this current roster, which is great. And the Kings' next game is versus the Cavaliers. The Kings will be at home. That game is going to be on November 13th, 2023. At 7 p.m. So I'll be back on Tuesday with another Kings Morning After. So come on back and check me out. Also, guys, you know, this channel is new. I want to try to give you guys a little bit of Kings insight and some of my takes. I love the Kings. I love basketball. So, you know, I do this for free. It's just something I like to do. But what I'm asking for today is your support. Give my channel a subscribe if you can. Like this video, it'll help me grow. I'm going to be trying to grow the channel, getting better. I want to do live games with you guys, do some live chat. Just need the subscribers to do that. So if you like basketball, you like Kings, you like Kings Talk, talking sports in general, you like different takes, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I do this after every Kings game, so a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of Kings, a little bit more Kings for you after the game the next day. A little insight into me, I'm actually in school right now to become a sports broadcaster, so this is also kind of like practice for me also. Get on camera, speak, you know, talk to the camera, and just talk about sports and things, news in general, you know, so it kind of helps me out. So go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, like the video, subscribe, share if you want to. Oh, and please comment. So I feel like the Kings are the chemistry is getting better and they're learning how to play without De'Aaron Fox. If you've watched this video up to this point, make me a comment. Make a comment down below. Let me know how you feel, how the Kings are playing without De'Aaron Fox, and if this will be helpful in his return. Make a quick comment. It helps the channel. It helps me defeat the algorithms. Hey guys, that's all I got for today. And once again, this is the Kings Morning After. Cup of Joe with Jay. I'm out. I'll see you next time. Swish. Count it.